boy Dame D, and today I'm going to be joined with my guest. I'll allow him to introduce himself to the show.
What up, though? It's BJ3. How you doing?
Okay, BJ3, we want to welcome you to the show tonight. I want to welcome everybody. It's Freestyle Friday tonight. Welcome to another one. We're going to be chopping it up, talking about, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Today's title is really Freestyle Friday, but I do have a title. There's no honor amongst thieves. So we don't have to wait for a few people to come in. We can go ahead and just start chopping it up. I'll start with this Yellow Beezy. I have you heard what's going on with him? He's been locked up and charged with the murder of Mo3, rapper Mo3, and rapper and singer Mo3. You know, um, he was indicted and charged with that. Had a $2 million bond. And today he was released on bond. Give me your thoughts on the whole ordeal. What you think about, or what you heard, what happened with the whole ordeal. Give me your inside thoughts on what you think. All this bullshit is about.
I know Yellow Beezy from the from Earl Spence, and
Right.
the other guy. I'm not familiar with his music, but I did read a couple headlines, and basically it says that he has something to do with it. He paid some guys, something like that. That's what they're accusing him of. You're free. I mean, you're innocent until proven guilty. So
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he has something to do with it. I don't really know the whole dynamics of it with his. They said they was friends and then they wasn't. So it sounded kind of messed up, like a
Yeah,
messed up
and
scenario.
that's where I want to start from the beginning. And you have pictures. And it all started. These guys were friends. And that's what I don't understand. Today's generation. And with today's rappers, it just makes no sense, because a lot of these guys who they be beefing with, guess what? They grew up together and most of them are friends. You know what I mean? So I don't understand, how these guys allow, how these guys, first and foremost, they making millions of dollars. Why would you even try to jeopardize, your lifestyle, your way of living for some stupid shit, trying to beef,
The
trying to
freedom,
your whole
the
freedom
freedom is
home,
a whole
for
lot. That mean a lot.
yeah. So my thing is, these guys grew up together. Like I said, this picture's floating around. These guys being together all the time. When they were younger. So now all of a sudden these guys are beefing. But a lot of this stuff, I understand the whole beefing thing. They try to pump up their albums. And just try to get views, likes, and all that shit. Just trying to, basically promote their albums and things like that. And it just makes it sound good, to these youths who's listening to this shit. You know what I mean? But like I said, at one point, Yellow Beezy was a decent rapper. He put out a few good songs. Like I said, most people know him, like me and you know him from Earl Spence coming out. You know, during the some of the fights. But my whole thing is, let's just go back, to the beginning of where all this stuff started from. It started from, and I will talk about the Yellow Beezy part before we get off into the other situations. So from what was said was, the feds basically, indicted him, on counts that, you know, um, that he went and withdrew $40,000 from the bank, and they actually had the actual person that he paid the money to, is basically going to testify against him. So give me your thoughts on that. Why, in a situation like that, you as, you know, um, this famous guy, and you known for having money, they always got putting money up to their ear, flashing money. Why would you go and take out $40,000 out of your banking account, a day after the murder happened? It makes no sense. So go ahead and elaborate and tell me what you think about that, BJ3.
Well, you don't know if he was like going shopping, his lifestyle. I mean, 40,000 ain't a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
I agree.
but like you said, though, they got him on tape giving the money
Well,
to
they don't have him
somebody
on
that
tape
has something
giving
to do. Oh,
the other guy the money. They just have from what they're saying, they just have the bank withdrawals or whatever. I guess they went into the bank and they was able to see that a day after that murder that he went in and took 40,000 out of his checking account.
yeah, that ain't nothing. He could have been just put. He wanted that in his pocket. He wanted that when he was about to go shopping. He had to go get something. I mean, he could say anything.
Yeah, so and that's just okay, and I give you that, and I agree with you 100%. And that's just like the title. If this is true, what they're saying that the actual killer that he paid to go and do this hit is actually willing to testify him. And it goes back to things that we'll get off into in a second. There's no honor among thieves.
Yeah,
If you're gonna do something like it now in today's time, if you're gonna commit a crime, you might as well go ahead and do that thing yourself. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if they catch up with your co-defendant, guess what? He's gonna be your
we going
co-defendant, and he gonna snitch on your ass.
we going down. Yeah.
Yeah, so elaborate. Give me your thoughts on that, BJ3. Why are these guys, rappers and just any individuals allowing if you have a co-defendant, if you have somebody that's committing a crime with you, if they get caught, they're gonna snitch on you. So give me your thoughts on that alone.
Man, like you're trying to say, no, I'm among thieves. Uh, I don't know what these guys thinking, but they cut from a different cloth. So they get caught.
Most definitely.
It's a pretty good chance you get into trouble.
Yeah, because like I said, you see it every day, all day on YouTube, Facebook. When these guys get caught, when they get caught snitching on each other. So it makes no sense. I don't understand why when these guys commit these type of crimes, why they do it with a group of people, versus just doing it on your own. If you that gang, what I'm saying? That they gangster and they all that, somebody to do some shit. If you gangster, do it on your own. A real gangster gonna do it on himself.
Yeah, it's a long. I don't even want to get into no other names or no other situations, but they do that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Yeah.
So,
And I just don't understand that. You're on your albums screaming that you gangster this, gangster that, but when
yeah,
it
but
comes down to be that gangster, you're not that gangster. You know what I mean? And the whole thing is, even with the MO3 and the Yellow Beezy thing, this all goes back to um, these guys were childhood friends, and from what we're hearing, this goes back to, they beefing over a female. Somebody slept with somebody's baby mom.
yeah, mom, all right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, and this goes back to Mo3 trying to actually, and this starts back with Mo3 actually trying to put a hit on your boy Yellow Beezy.
He was trying to get him first.
Yeah, Mo3 tried to get him first. So, pretty much this was just a retaliation back from Yellow
Mm,
Beezy. And I don't understand this, man. These guys grew up together, came in the game together and just I understand why our people don't like to see each other, come up and and just try to make money and do things together. And I had a conversation with some guys today. Detroit rappers are not like that. And that's why rappers. We stick together. We try to get money together. All this beef and shit. You really don't hear too much of that going on. So it just makes no sense. Like I said, these were two talented young men. That's now one has lost their life, and another one may be getting ready to lose his life. But on the other hand, Yellow Beezy was giving he was released today on bail. You know what I mean? They started from a $2 million bond bail to I believe they reduced that to like 700 and something thousand. So he was able to, get released today. So give me your thoughts on that. And this is something that the judge has said that the prosecution had really no hard evidence to be able to hold him. So that's why they gave him that bond. So give me your thoughts on that, BJ3. It looked like the prosecution may have jumped the gate and rushed the hand.
It's crazy because like usually when they have an indictment, they have enough evidence to do what they need to do. But
Right, and hold
from,
you there.
from yeah, so from the sounds of it, it don't sound like they have enough concrete evidence. Like I said, if they just said, "Oh, you put some money out of your account," well, that's like that's like a watch and an outfit. You know what I'm saying for him. That ain't
Right.
a whole lot.
Yeah, but like I said, it was one day after the murder was committed. You know what I mean? So that's a paper trail right there, BJ3. You know what I
It
mean?
is.
Why would you do some shit like that?
It
One day
definitely is.
after a motherfucker that you've been beefing with that actually tried to kill you.
Mm.
So this is what's going on. And you have it's a few other guys that's mixed up, in this altercation. But I just want to keep it on these guys. But like I said, it makes no sense, and it was just another incident that happened week week right before this happened last week with your boy Sauce Walker getting shot and his artist Say So P being murdered, in front of the hotel that they were staying in that night in Memphis. So this goes back to and I don't know if you was involved on that show, but we did a show back maybe about a year ago, and the question I asked, the title of the show was, is it time to pull our youth out of this drill rap, this gangster rap music? Is it destroying the
Yeah,
community?
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was titled something like that. I can't remember the title verbatim, but and basically, and this is things that we talk about on this show. It pretty much it comes to the light, after we talk about it. You know what I mean? Because now look, and that show had like Young Dirt cover, you had Chief Keef because we were talking about drill. You know what I mean? So look at Look Dirt now. Now he's locked up. He's been indicted for murder. So and like I
Man,
said, man,
wow.
is it time to pull our youth um up out of this drill rap, this gangster rap music? Because is it hurting or helping us more than this? Is it helping? Is it hurting?
Yeah.
Yep. So, but and I'm not gonna go too much far off topic, but this whole Yellow Beezy Mo3 thing, man, is it just it amazes me, how these young men can make it out of the ghetto, out of the hood, make a way for themselves, and still try to bring this shit into their
It's
lives, man.
tough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, and I was just talking. I think I did a short about this not too long ago, or or I don't know if I did it yet, but I was just actually talking about it's time for us to get make black make African Americans great again. You know what I mean? And what made us great was we stuck together. Our family was together. It wasn't about beefing with each other. It was about love, and that's the type of music that we put out. We put out music that, you know, um, that was about love. You know what I mean? So this music that we're allowing our youth that we've been listening to for some years now, it's pretty much I'm not gonna say deaf music, but it's a lot of deaf behind this music. So and that's why I did a show on that. Is it time to pull our youth out of this drill rap, this gangster music? Because is it hurting us more than it's helping us? So I'll allow you to elaborate on that, BJ3. You woke over there?
You said if it's hurting us or helping us.
Yeah, is it hurting us more than it's helping us? You know, s-
Now, elaborate on a question. Is what hurting us or helping us?
I said is gangster rap, drill rap, this rap
Oh,
music, is it is it
is it hurting us or
is it
helping us?
hurting us more than it's helping us? As far as the black community and with our youth.
Well, I would say it has to be it has to be an understanding of it's an art and people are using it. It's like watching. It's supposed to be like watching TV. You understand that it's actors and actresses, and you're looking at something.
Right.
And with rap, it's supposed to be storytelling things that you know. But when you when it's too negative, it can be effective because what you hear affects you. But you, we grew up on rap, and it's a lot of positive rap. Like it's like you can if you seek the negative stuff, it's out there, but you can find some positive stuff too. So it just depends on what you listen to.
Right. I mean, and I agree. I agree with you on that. You can find some positive rap, but that's not what these youths are listening to. You know what I mean?
Right,
And that's what's hurting them more than it's helping them. They're not listening to that. I guarantee you that one youth probably can name one rapper who's spitting some positive shit.
right.
Because I can't even, besides like J. Cole, you know what I mean? I can't really even think of no rappers who spit no positive thing. So but like I said, man, there is no honor among thieves, man. I don't understand this this, like I said, this MO3 Yellow Beezy thing, but Yellow Beezy was he was
Yes,
evidence
right.
to hold him. So he was released today. So it may be a chance that your boy Yellow Beezy may beat this.
Yeah.
But and we can go back to like I said, man, there's no honor among thieves. I don't even know if you know what's going on out there in California, where you at, with this whole big U thing. Are you familiar what's going on with that out there, BJ3?
Nah, man. Who is Big U? What happened?
Yeah, Big U, man, is pretty much like the 2025 Suge Knight. You know what I mean? He with the Rolling 60s out there in Cali.
Right.
So I know you familiar, you heard with them. Well,
Yeah.
he's just been indicted. You see what I'm saying? Because he was pretty much charged with a lot of shit. But some of the main things he was charged with was when
Murder.
stars come out there to Cali, you see what I'm saying? People with influence and with money, they had to check in. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So he basically was shaking motherfuckers down, if they didn't shake in, if they didn't check in.
Right.
So he was indicted on, that, he was indicted on getting money for so-called organizations that he had, and he was
So who
just
had to
keeping the
check
money.
in? Did everybody who performed in LA had to check in, or just black
Yeah,
people?
if anybody uh who came to LA, if you were anybody and you had money, mainly, and he was targeting like all the rappers and the athletes and shit like that, mainly the rappers probably. But if you was anybody, with a name and you had some money, you had to check in. And if you didn't check in, you know, uh, it was gonna be a problem. He talked about this all on podcasts, different shows and stuff. He talked about what they did if they didn't check in. He basically was just snitching on himself, man. He put out a lot of evidence. These, like I said, there's no honor among thieves. All these guys do all this dirt together, and at the end of the day, when they get caught up, they snitch on each other. You know, but yeah, he was basically like a Suge Knight, but point 2.0 Suge Knight. He was shaking
Right.
everybody down. So give me your thoughts on that, BJ3. A lot of people is probably glad that Big U has been snatched up because he was out there on the rampage. He was shaking everything down.
That's crazy. You say shaking everything down, but was he shaking down like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise? Or he was just shaking down the black
Yeah.
folks.
Yep. See, and that's where you go crazy. You hit it on the nose. And
Yeah,
I don't think nobody out of all the shows that I watch, I don't think nobody even asked that question. No, he was shaking our people down. See, and that's what we do to listen. Our mindset has to change, because yeah, he was only shaking our people down.
that's terrible.
It's horrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah, so and that's the thing that we talk about over here on the What Up Though show. I don't think I've heard nobody actually bring that up. Only thing he was doing was shaking his own people down. You know,
Right.
um, it was even a situation where, and this is allegedly, so I don't want to put no stuff out there, but it's a lot of things that was going on where people was murdered, behind him shaking people down and stuff. Even one of his best friends' kids that was living with him, came up missing. So this guy, man, he's been out there,
The kid did
committing a
what?
lot of, huh?
You said the kid did what?
No, I said one of his best friends, kid who was an athlete, was staying with Big U and ended up, murdered and dead.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so man, he got a lot of stuff, so yeah, when you get a chance, look it up, man. It's a lot of stuff. Like I said, he's affiliated with the Rolling 60s, and they were shaking everybody down who came through there through LA. And if you didn't check in and pay them that money, you know what I mean? They're coming to find you. And you got a lot of reports with your boy, young boy Quan. He even had said, he said, man, these motherfuckers knew where I was at, knew what hotel they were saying, we know where you at to such cars. So they got motherfuckers following motherfuckers and shit, where they had. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, but yeah, I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. The chat line is open. Give me your thoughts, give me your opinion. I want to interact with you guys. There's no honor among thieves. The whole thing with Big U. We just it's Freestyle Friday, so we just talking about any and everything. But for right now, we're talking about that. Like I said, there's no honor among thieves. These guys go out and commit these crimes. Pay for hits. And when these guys get caught, guess what they doing? They snitching. So there's no honor among thieves. So I don't understand why these guys go out there. They build a life for themselves. We got a few people watching the show. The chat line is open. I want y'all to comment. But like I said, these guys, build a name for themselves. They get rich, and they go out there and destroy everything that they built up. What Yellow Bees. If this is true, you know what I mean. So they go out there and they ruin everything that they built up and they made for themselves. And I just don't understand it. And the main thing that you would say, Brad Pitts, none of that shit down or doing that to nobody else. We out murder and killing our own peoples. So give me your opinions and give me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, it don't make sense, but it is what it is. It's what happens. I guess if you're in that industry, you understand the rules. And I was watching some show, and they had different movies. They were saying when they filmed like Training Day, they had to talk to the different gangs in that vicinity in the jungles where they was at, and they
Right.
end up hiring a couple of them, and doing some things to make everybody okay because it's rules. It's rules out here. It's different. But hey, I'm gonna leave in a minute. I got to get out of here.
Okay,
But
well,
go
yeah,
ahead.
we're gonna go ahead. Whenever you gotta leave, just you can leave. But but I'm going ahead and end it in a little bit anyway, but like the whole thing,
Okay.
like I said, man, these guys, they talk a good game, they say this, they say that. What up though? Perpetual movement. But these guys, man, like I said, they build a good life for themselves, and these guys grew up together. That's what I don't even understand. Mo3 and Yellow Beezy, they grew up together, and these motherfuckers end up beefing. You know what I mean? And like I said, now
That's
one is
crazy.
dead and the other one look like one may be going to jail. But yeah, BJ3, I wanna before you get out of here, let everybody know what you got going on, where they can reach you.
Man, I'm just kind of laying low right now. Nothing major. Nothing major. I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Okay, okay. Well, like I said, I want to thank you for coming on to the show. It's a good one.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
And like I said, it's been a good show, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk for a little bit more.
Okay.
BJ3 is gonna go ahead and leave, but yeah, I'll go ahead and finish chopping it up.
All
But
right, man.
thank you for
Appreciate
coming on
it.
the show,
Thank you, man.
BJ3.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you. All
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, but like I said, it's crazy, that these guys grew up together, and they let a female or they let money come between what they were doing. They could have put some shit together and had the city of Houston rocking. But get you guys give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this beef. Do you think in the process, and the judge even said it to the prosecution that they the pro to the to the prosecutors today that they really didn't have any strong evidence to hold Yellow Beezy. So it may not even be what we think it is. They may have jumped the gun, rushed the gun, on indicting him on that. So hopefully Yellow Beezy can clear up some things and stay out of trouble and get free. But my whole thing is these guys grew up together, you know what I mean? And they end up beefing. Why do we have to beef with each other and then, let it get to the point where, people are losing their lives? I never understood that. Okay, perpetual movement. Okay, what up, though, Lee? If you want to come on in, you can come on in. Which I was getting ready to end it and not too long ago, but I see your and you out there in LA, so you may can answer that more than me or BJ3 could. Why do these guys act, so tough, say this and that, but at the end of the day, when they get locked up, these motherfuckers snitching on each other. There's no honor among thieves. You know what I mean? So anything goes out there. There's no more. There's really no code. You know, So yeah, get answer that for me, Lee. I need my glasses on. I'm looking. Okay, I'm gonna look up at my computer. It's common. It's culture and acceptable. Most of it is unfortunate. Yeah, it is. How do I come in? You have to send me your wow. I will have to send it to you in the email. Yeah, and I just not understood that. And the whole thing, and I don't want to jump subject, but the whole thing with Big U on there just shaking people down, and actually on podcast talking about this shit. He was snitching on his own self. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would love to bring you in a number to bring you in, but I would love to bring you in and conversate some more. You know what? I think I got your email, but I'm not on my computer. I'm doing this from my phone. But yeah, like I said, there is no honor among thieves. All these guys, at the end of the day, end up snitching on each other. Yeah. Okay, Perpetual Movement said it's a culture and it's across America. It's no different than LA. It is in Detroit. All the people talk tough, and it's sort of into their call, then they turn. I agree. And that's everywhere. Motherfuckers talk tough. And he also said, we're in a very bottled to. Hold on, I don't have my glasses on. We are very bottled to place as black men indirectly. All these things we have to change this cycle, this most of all this mindset, starting with our females and our men, because it's crazy. These, like I said, these guys are, in their 30s, and this shit started, when they were in their 20s, and now one has lost their life and another one may be going to jail for the rest of his life. And it's crazy, like I said, there's no honor, and your boy Big U, he was snitching on motherfuckers on his way to turn himself in. It's crazy. Yeah. But and like I said, we had did a show maybe a year ago. And I can't remember the title exactly verbatim, but the question I asked and the title was, is it time to, remove our youth from this listening to this gangster rap, this drill rap music, because at the end of the day, it's hurting them more than it's helping them. So look, I'm gonna go on ahead and end this. This definitely is a good conversation. We can definitely talk about it some more, tomorrow. I just got off of work. I want to come in and just chop it up about that a little bit more. I just didn't understand, all this snitching and shit. And motherfuckers talk tough, say what they gonna do, this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, you know, they nothing like what they portray. So but it's been another one. I want to thank BJ3 for coming on the show. And I want to thank you, Perpetual Movement, for coming on, chopping it up with us. We definitely gonna do a show and get together. But it's your boy Damn D, and I'm out. Peace.